attention. Suckers.
Let's take a look at 14 mistakes that you might have missed in fan-favorite episodes of SpongeBob. You don't want to miss these, so watch closely and see if you can spot them. Now, let's dive in.
Try reading the sign, Casanova.
Number 1, Enemy InLaw. First up on our list is Enemy InLaw, an episode from Season 4 where Plankton falls in love with his rival's mother.
I've reservations for 2 tonight.
Right this way, sir.
Plankton has a date with Mr. Krabs' mom at the Krusty Krab, but did you notice what disappeared when he walked in? If we go back and look at Plankton outside of the Krusty Krab, there is a burger sign in the left window. Yet, when he enters the restaurant and he and SpongeBob walk away, we can see there is no sign in the window.
Your gentleman caller awaits.
The same thing happens when Betsy Krabs enters the restaurant. The sign is clearly in the window as she walks up to the Krusty Krab, and when SpongeBob leads her to the table, the sign is gone again.
Plankton Krabs!
Eugene!
Mommy? Mommy?
SpongeBob!
SpongeBob?
Of course, things don't go as planned, and their date is crashed by none other than Mr. Krabs himself. He is not happy, seeing his sworn enemy dating his mom.
I know what you're really up to.
You might not have noticed, with Mr. Krabs' anger stealing the spotlight, but there is an error here. The pipes along the wall that run above the door and on either side of the exit sign are black in the first shot, when Mr. Krabs barges into the chum bucket. In the next scene, however, the pipes are red, and they remain red for the rest of the scene.
I'm telling you, for the last time, stay away from me, mother.
Number 2, The Lost Mattress. Next up is another episode from Season 4 called The Lost Mattress. In this episode, it turns out Mr. Krabs' lumpy mattress is hiding a fortune.
Me back! I'm sorry I snapped at you, laddie. It's just me back is killing me. It's me old lumpy mattress. It's like trying to sleep on broken coral.
Mr. Krabs is having a rough time, but at least the Krusty Krab is open for business. Speaking of which, if we look back at the first scene, where Mr. Krabs is trying to pick up his keys, you'll notice there is no keyhole on the door behind him. But when it cuts back to him apologizing to SpongeBob, the keyhole appears on the left of the door.
Poor Mr. Krabs. What are we gonna do, Squidward?
Why do anything?
Now that you're looking for it, you may have noticed that the keyhole disappears again when the camera cuts to Squidward.
How many do you think there are?
10.
Cool.
There's plenty more than that.
This mistake is small and really easy to miss. If you watch closely, you'll see that SpongeBob's eyelashes usually move with his eyes when he blinks. So we know the artists are keeping that detail in for every frame. Right when the camera switches and the mattress store employee walks up to SpongeBob and Patrick, SpongeBob's eyelashes disappear. It happens really fast, so if we slow it down to half speed, you can see where they reappear. Number 3, Best Day Ever. Next on our list is Best Day Ever, another episode in Season 4 where SpongeBob's best day ever doesn't go exactly as planned.
Mr. Sun came up and he smiled at me. Said it's gonna be a good one, just wait and see.
Unfortunately, everything that SpongeBob was looking forward to goes horribly wrong. The first thing that ruined SpongeBob's best day ever is the Krusty Krab being closed.
It's the best day ever!
SpongeBob's ideal day begins with working at the Krusty Krab. While it's easy to miss, since our attention is on the Krusty Krab wrapped up in yellow tape, keep an eye on the Krusty Krab sign on the left side of the screen. It's there when SpongeBob is singing and approaching the Krusty Krab, but it's gone when he's standing in front of the restaurant.
Get out of the way, boy! Me building's been condemned, boy! We got ourselves a nematode infestation!
Did you notice the giant lock appearing suddenly? In the first scene, where SpongeBob is trying to get the doors open, the doors are clearly visible. When Mr. Krab explains what is going on, a giant lock appears, changing the appearance of the Krusty Krab we just saw. The error is odd and a little jarring. The giant lock appears where SpongeBob was standing only moments ago.
This was supposed to be my perfect day, but then everything. Get out!
down!
One failure after another, SpongeBob has had enough. But fortunately, all his friends are grateful for his help. He may not have had the perfect day, but his actions prevented his friends from having a really terrible day.
I know, but you saved the Trito. Pretty cool if you ask me.
I suppose.
His friends are all grateful, but during their interactions, did you notice something off? When Sandy is reminding SpongeBob of his helpful actions, everything is normal. But in the very next shot, when Squidward is talking and Sandy is still in the frame, her tail is completely white. It's like the artist forgot to color it in for that one scene. It's easy to miss since our attention is on Squidward talking and her tail seems smaller in this frame, but once you notice it, you can't unsee it.
My perfect job starts my perfect day.
SpongeBob's friends decide to put on a play so SpongeBob can still have his perfect day. His perfect day starts off at the Krusty Krab, which we see written above SpongeBob in the play, when it switches back to him. And right before the backdrop changes, the Krusty Krab writing is gone, and it's been replaced with an abbreviation. Now it just reads KK. Number 4. Funny Pants. Funny Pants, another episode from Season 4, is filled with a lot of laughter, enough to drive you absolutely insane. As it's doing to Squidward. Squidward gets tired of hearing SpongeBob laughing at a really bad joke he made. After noticing SpongeBob seems to be in pain from laughing so much, he devises a plan.
SpongeBob, you don't look well.
I don't?
No, you should sit down. SpongeBob, you've got to be careful. You're going to burn out your laugh box.
With this revelation, SpongeBob realizes he may never be able to laugh again. He imagines what he would become without his laugh box.
Hey, Patrick, you want to hear a joke? What has 4 wheels and flies? A garbage truck.
While SpongeBob imagines not being able to laugh with his friends again, there are a few mistakes in this scene. The easiest to spot is the disappearance and reappearance of Sandy's tail. When she's telling the joke, her tail isn't there. And then in the next scene, when she and Patrick are laughing, the tail has suddenly returned.
What has 4 wheels and flies?
If you look very closely, in the same scene, you can see that Sandy's lip movement is not synced with the audio. It's especially noticeable around the words wheels and. Her lips are moving faster than the words. This isn't the only mistake to happen with Sandy this episode.
But scientifically speaking, it's caused by your epiglottis.
While Sandy is trying to explain to SpongeBob the science behind his laugh box, another mistake happens. It's really difficult to catch, so if we slow the video down to about 0.25 times speed, you'll see that when Sandy pulls down the chart, her tail disappears for a split second.
Look, he's waking up.
Where am I?
You're in the hospital, silly. You broke your laugh box.
After Squidward's karma catches up to him and he breaks his own laugh box, he's taken to the hospital where all his friends greet him. If you look at Sandy's outfit when she first appears on the screen, you can see her zipper is missing. When she is shown speaking, the zipper has returned.
And I hate to admit it, but I suppose if you hadn't fixed my reed, the concert would have been a bust.
Anyways, that's all the mistakes for today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe. Then click the video on screen now to watch our newest video. We'll see you there.
Carpool's over.
Nickel.